Hey Jim, how's it going, sir? I'm going to try to keep this short as possible. So you said you wanted to work with in the area of New Lenox. So when I type in New Lenox roofing, now bear in mind there is hundreds of keywords we can deal with. Let's just take New Lenox roofing. The ultimate goal is to get you in here and in here. So I'm going to get straight to it, right? So here's your website, right? Jenico.net. Here's how, again, we measure with trust. Google scores you from 0 to 100. If you have 0, it's like you're not even on the internet, right? You have 0 of everything. It's like you're not even on the internet. There's many factors that go into a website and why it ranks. The age of the domain, your trust score, your citation flow, your backlinks, where your backlinks come from. There's really way more factors, but at the end of the day, content, backlink, citations are kind of like the holy grail of why a site ranks. But this is really the number one thing here. The more Google trusts you, the better you'll rank. So again, here's your website, here's your metrics, and here's how many pages of content you got. You got 2, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go and we're going to look at the top dogs, the top 3 people when we Google New Lenox roofing, right? Yeah, it's good to be in here and here. That'd be the best. Now, a lot of times when you deal with anything that's roofer, contractors, handymen, you're going to see Yelp, Angie's List, Home Advisor, stuff like that. I don't even consider these that they're really there because Google will always prefer a local business. So even though this guy is number 4, he's really number 1. So, right, let's go. Steven or Stefan Roofing, Steven or whatever you want to call it. Here's the site. It's not bad. Them too. 0 and 1. Horrible numbers. But they do have backlinks, but the thing is the backlinks aren't even strong. As I mentioned before, just because you have a lot of backlinks, I've beat guys that have thousands of backlinks with 30 because mine are, it's quality over quantity. See, same thing, their backlinks have no trust. So, that guy, again, for New Lenox Roofing, is number 4 on page 1. Now, the next guy is number 6, because again, Better Business Bureau is not a local business, so I don't count that. Your next competitor would be APEC Roofing. They're number 6, right? So, here we go. Horrible website. This is all they have. Actually, if you click on here, it's like kind of a theme where somebody was just sitting there like they were about to work on it and they never got to it. And the fact that it's talking about Blue Harbor Consulting here and APEC Roofing and all that here, that will mess up the rankings. But let's see their trust score, right? Okay, so they got a 2 and a 17 with almost 3,000 backlinks. But when I look at their actual backlinks, they're horrible too. So we come in with some good, powerful, trustworthy backlinks. We're going to beat these guys easy. And here, I don't know if you remember the conversation we had, right? So look, let's look at the next guy, right? I don't count this guy because this guy is actually from Okina, so we'll blow past him. But the actual next competitor is actually the tough one here. I want to show you this, number 10 on page 1, right? Todco. So let's go here, right? Site's not bad. I don't know if you remember when I said sometimes clients or people will put like multiple towns on their website and will confuse Google. Watch this. This guy is on page 1, number 10, right? Remember, there's so many factors that go into why you rank. The simplest mistake will put you on the wrong page or the wrong place on Google, right? Watch this. Look at that. A trust flow of 38 and a citation flow of 30, which is, these are great numbers. These are great numbers, but yet he's number 10. Right? Look at this. You got New Lenox and Chicago in there. You're already confusing Google. Real quick, let me go back to APEC, right? 2 and 17. And they only have 2 pages of content. And when I see this is spammy, so that kind of hurts their score too. But again, look at this. Let's go to contact them. Oh, look, they have a Chicago and a New Lenox. So they are already, look at this. They should be number one. They're already confusing Google. And they do have 20 pages of content. That's probably what's kind of keeping them on page one. If they had no content, like 2 pages, it'd probably be on page 2 or 3. But look at this. So let's look at their backlinks. So this is what you call anchor text, right? He's kind of all over the place. Look, he's telling Google that he wants to rank for Chicago. Chicago. He's just got too much going on here. You're confusing Google, right? Do you want to be dominant in New Lenox or Chicago? Chicago. Chicago, Chicago, Chicago. With these numbers and this trust from Google, if this guy was to focus on New Lenox only and not Chicago, he would most likely be number one without a doubt. Point being, let's look at these scores. Right? You have, obviously, you know, you're not a factor yet. 0, 0, 0. This guy's number 4, 0 and 1. This guy is number 6, 2 and 17. And again, look at all these. That doesn't mean anything. Just because he has a lot of backlinks, what I'm trying to tell you is we're going to dominate. This is almost like taking candy from a baby. These guys, it's just kind of sad. You know what I mean? I'm going to come in and just destroy this competition. What I do recommend is, I know that you have the name Jenico, but I want to show you something, right? So like when I Google Jenico, you're really not on here. Nothing really comes up except maybe here and maybe LinkedIn. I didn't even click on that. What I would recommend to you if you're trying to dominate New Lenox is I would recommend getting newlenoxroofing.com. And because right away you're telling Google, hey, I'm a roofing company in New Lenox, so you'll more than likely, I don't like to make guesstimates because you never know how Google's going to work. But point being is, I can guarantee you if we buy that, there's 16 guys in the GMB, you will not be last. You'll probably jump somewhere in the middle. I hate saying stuff like this, but realistically, look, these are all like names, right? And here's the thing, a lot of these guys, if I was to approach them, they'd be proud of their name. I know SEO, I'm telling you right now, like, and I'll show you in a second why. Because right away you're sneaking in keywords, right? So you're already saying, hey, I'm in New Lenox and I'm doing roofing, right? So let me show you how this works, right? So look at MMA Frankfurt, Illinois. 5-star ratings. That was mine on the whole first page. The only guy on here is this guy. So I dominate 9 of the spots on page 1. So when I had my business, you had no choice but to call me. Here's one of my other clients, right? Waterproofing Frankfurt, Illinois. Here he is number 1 here, and here he is number 1 here, right? Window tinting Frankfurt, Illinois. Number 1 here, number 1 here. After school care in Frankfurt, Illinois. Number 1 here, number 1 here. Actually, here's me again. I thought I was on here 2 or 3. Either way, I'm number 1 in 1, right? After school care, 1, number 1, right? CrossFit Frankfurt, Illinois. Number 1, and here I am number 2. Either way, I'm still in the GMB. I'm at the top, dominating. Another one, Tow Truck Frankfurt, Illinois. Frankfurt Tow Truck Company. Look at this, Frankfurt Tow Truck Company. But you see how I'm telling Google Frankfurt, and I'm a tow truck company. So that's why I recommend, it's up to you what you want to do. But I recommend if we do New Lenox roofing, that'll kind of give us a boost right away, right? So, and then again, you know, look at these, look at your site, your competitor site, right? Look at some of my sites and why they dominate, right? Look at the scores, right? 24, 23, 23, 31, 31, 30. All these sites are different. Point being is, I get my sites up there. You know what I mean? We'll be dominating. So, let me know what you want to do. I can go on and on forever talking about this. Just want to point out to you how, like, normally when I talk to a client, I'll say, hey, $2,500 for the website design, and then $1,500 a month for SEO. And then normally I would say, hey, cut me a $4,000 check. I want to work with you. So normally I would say, hey, okay, I'll hook you up with $1,500 for the website, and then I don't mind doing the SEO for $500. Help you out so you start making money. So normally I would say, hey, $1,500 for just website design, and then $500 for SEO to get it started. And normally I would say, hey, $2,000. So what I'm going to do for you, as I already told you, is I'll do if you want to move forward, I'll do the $1,500, and it's like I'm giving you the first month free of SEO, you know, because normally I would take $500. This is just website design, and then would be, you know, normally my SEO money too. But again, it's like I'm doing the first month free, right? So $1,500, and then the next month would start $500, and then obviously, you know, once we get you on the first page, once calls start coming in, my goal is to get 1,000 or 1,500 a month. And like I said, I provide value, and what I mean by that is, you know, if you hire me tomorrow, I'll start forwarding you exclusively the calls from the Lockport area, and I'll work my magic. And like I said, I provide value, so I might even design websites in other areas and just start sending the calls to you. Plus, I got ninja tricks with Google Ads and all that stuff. Point being is, your phone will be ringing. So let me know what you want to do, sir. And we'll go from there. I'd love to do business with you. If you have any questions about this video tonight, just call me. I'm usually up for hours. Tomorrow is Monday. I actually do have a meeting with a concrete guy tomorrow. I think it's at 10 a.m. So if you did want to move forward, if we can meet up earlier, like, I don't know, 8-ish. Maybe between 7:30 or 8. I gotta get my kids on the bus. 8 would actually work well if we could. You can either pay me my credit card. I mean, if you could do check, that would be right. That would be great. You can make a check out to Local SEO King Incorporated INC. Local SEO King INC. And I can deposit a check, and then that saves me money and credit card fees. And then I can just take that check and bill it, you know, every month. Or whatever works, you know. Either way, let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, I'd love to work with you. And listen, you know, look at these numbers. We're going to blow past this competition. Their numbers are horrible. This guy's trying to rule the world by, you know, he's out of basically New Lenox, and he's trying to rank for Chicago. So his on-page SEO and off-page SEO, his off-page means all this stuff, like, you know, putting words like Chicago in there. Like, you're confusing Google. Again, think of Google as a human being. And are you New Lenox area or a Chicago area? If this guy dedicated his site to New Lenox with these numbers, he would dominate. Either way, I would come in and beat him too, but they don't know what they're doing. Anyways, I can ramble on forever. If you have any questions tonight, let me know. If not, you know, I hope to see you tomorrow. Alrighty, sir. Take care.